Hi everyone, happy Thursday. I'm sitting here actually doing some of my homework for my grad class, and I was sneaking a peek at our page, and it looks like there's quite a little buzz, and I've had some private messages about intermittent fasting. I'm not sure if I did a video on it. I know we've talked about it, but I thought I'd throw it out there right now. And per request, let's do a challenge together for whoever wants to start on Monday. So I will put a little group together for us to actually intermittent fast on Monday. Here's my take on it and what I've learned from my mentor and keto coach. Intermittent fasting, you really only want to do once you are fat adapted. You really don't want to start it if you're not fat adapted because you want to teach your body to burn your body fat first, okay? So once you're fat adapted, and that could be a whole other section that we go on, there's different ways of knowing if you're fat adapted. Sometimes it's your breath, sometimes it's just a smell from your body releasing toxins. Sometimes I always know because I do my blood ketone level test. Some people will say that if you're using MCT oil, once you work your way up to 3 tablespoons and it doesn't upset your stomach, your body is used to fat and you're fat adapted. So therefore your body is burning fat for energy opposed to any carbs or letting off releasing a blood glucose reaction. So once you're fat adapted, basically intermittent fasting, or people will write IF, you basically only want to eat during a certain window. Personally, from what I've learned, you really don't want to intermittent fast for more than for about 12 to 14 hours. You can go up to 16 hours, but you really want to stick between like 12 and 14 hours. So if you stop eating at 7 o'clock at night and you don't wake up, whatever time you wake up, you don't eat again. If you stop eating at 7, the next morning at 7 is 12 hours. So if you wait 16 hours, you wouldn't eat until 11 o'clock in the morning. So that means if you're fat adapted from 7 o'clock at night, if there's still any food in your belly, you're going to use that food, or you're going to burn that first, and then your body will start burning your own body fat for the rest of the time until you feed yourself again and actually consume something that your body would have to burn off. So that's where if people are stuck, or they just can't get the scale to move again, they're in a stall, intermittent fasting is really good. Good to break that. What you do want to watch out for is you don't want to do the same thing every day. It's kind of like working out the same every day. If you don't change it up, your body gets used to it, and then no change happens again. You don't want to fast daily. And if you do, you want it to be different. So I intermittent fast sometimes I do 5, but I really try to stick with only 4 days a week. I do 5 because my work schedule, I don't get to eat lunch until at the earliest 1:45. We all know what it's like at work. Sometimes you eat through your lunch, or work through your lunch. So it just depends. But you do want to change it up. So if you're only intermittent fasting 4 days a week, like usually 2 days a week, I'll just eat like a hard-boiled egg in the morning. It's not much for your body to have to burn off, but your body won't go into starvation mode and hold on to body fat, where if you are waiting to eat every day. So, just have it something small. We know we don't have to have a big, huge breakfast. We know being in keto and being fat adapted, your appetite's usually way down to begin with. So I suggest doing it, like I said, about 14 to 16 hours a day. I know I said 12 probably isn't quite enough. 14 to 16 hours, but I've heard of people doing crazy fasts, like 60-hour fasts and 48-hour fasts. Like, I just, from all the research I've done and from the professional keto coach that I've spoken to, I just don't think it's really healthy. So stick to 14 to 16. When we do the challenge, everybody can pick what time they want to eat. Like mine is usually 1:45 just because that's my lunch. Everybody's life is just super different. But that's what intermittent fasting is. Some people will do like a fat fasting, But if you drink like a bulletproof coffee with like butter and heavy whipping cream or butter and coconut oil, it breaks a fast. So you need to learn what doesn't break a fast. And maybe I'll do another video on that before Monday just to show what does and what doesn't break a fast. You know, I don't usually push all of my products that I use, my Happy Coffee and Elevate products, but the ones I use don't break a fast. That's why I always suggest doing the Chocolate or the Happy Coffee, and even my Keto Cray, which is a creamer, doesn't break a fast. So that's part of the reason I love those products, especially the creamer, because I really miss it when I'm fasting. But learning what breaks a fast is also a big thing. So if you're interested in doing the intermittent fasting, I will post something more probably by Saturday or Sunday, and we'll start at Monday. And you can choose which days and how long you want to fast. And maybe we could each just post like what worked best, what was the easiest, what we had to have our go-to to be to make sure we could actually fast without breaking it, so our bodies are just finely tuned fat burning machines, right? That's like the whole goal of eating keto, is being healthy and burning our own body fat. So if you're in, put an emoji or say I'm in the comments, and I will make sure that you get the information for Monday's intermittent fasting first. Have a great day.